Oh my God. Apparently, a bunch of grown men who really love My Little Pony call themselves Bronies. And that is just the first layer of bullshit that we're peeling back today. Look at this. Okay, the show is literally called My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. The demographic, it's 75 to 80% male. And these aren't just your standard basement dwellers either, I don't think. The research at least tells us this group includes everyone from military dudes to bodybuilders. Wow. Bodybuilder.
Yeah, pony.
Apparently, the same guy who can bench 225 might also get a little misty-eyed over a pastel horse named Fluttershy. Okay, maybe 225 is a stretch. Let's go 185. My lifters out there, you know what I'm talking about. My PR, by the way, is 340, but whatever. Honestly, though, I'll tell you, I'm actually morbidly curious, and Chuck's an asshole. So today, we're doing a deep dive into the Bronies lair, donkey style. Aww. Let's see how deep this rainbow hole goes, and trust me, it's got a lot of glitter down there. Let's talk about this video editor named Beatrice Salt in the UK, who spent over $27,000 on her My Little Pony collection in 2023. Her love of the show started when she was 3 years old. Oh, that's adorable. 3-year-old girl collecting ponies. So cute. All right. Now she's an adult and has just blossomed into a full-blown obsession. The collection has gotten so massive it fills an entire room of her home. And because of this, she openly acknowledges it impairs her ability to save or help her partner with regular expenses like bills and mortgage payments, since the majority of her income goes to this hobby. Oh boy. $27,000. That's a nice new car. That's a nice down payment on a house, but I need every color rainbow pony. Honey, I know we can't afford the mortgage, but look, the pony room is almost full. You think if she were into, if she was into collecting sex dungeon stuff, he'd be way more into it.
He might be.
Like if she said, honey, I got new chains and whips. I know we can't afford the mortgage, but look, my porno room is almost full.
I'd allow that.
Better than ponies.
You know what? I'll take care of mortgage.
I love how the research straight up says the true horror for these people isn't the financial ruin, but the social stigma. If spending almost 30 grand on little horse dolls isn't enough to make you socially reclusive, you deserve everything that's coming to you, buddy. You deserve to be ridiculed. Even though we don't kink shame here. I think that's coming up a little later. Trust me, this isn't even the dumbest thing people are doing with these toys. Let's talk about the few guys that took it a little too far. In 2018, Mr. Thomas Weissum, is he also British? Let's call him Sir Thomas. Sir Thomas Weissum, an animator who worked on My Little Pony and Littlest Pet Shop, was arrested for possession and distribution, oh boy, no it's not, of child imagery. Oh boy, authorities found over 60,000 images and 1,600 videos on his computer, oh boy. While Hasbro and its lawyers say Weissum's loathsome acts are completely unrelated to his work on the series, that really hasn't stopped the internet from coming up with its own wild speculation and adding to the stigma that has followed the Brony subculture stereotype. Come on, there is something weirdly homoerotic and quasi-sexual about it.
My buddy Max used to call those the fuck me eyes.
The big kawaii.
Yeah.
When you've got human garbage like this coming out of a community, you have to ask yourself, is the show attracting these types of people, or is the show creating them? Is this a starter kit for weirdos and pervs? And then you got this poor kid, Grayson Bruce, who was 9 years old back in 2014 and got physically assaulted on a nearly daily basis for bringing a My Little Pony lunchbox to school. School told him just leave the lunchbox at home because it's a trigger for bullying.
Saying a lunchbox is a trigger for bullying, you might as well say a short skirt is a trigger for rape. It's flawed logic.
And that is sad. It's like, hey, sorry, kid, your fandom is so toxic, even the lunchbox is a biohazard.
Most of the characters in the show are girls. And the fact that people really put it towards girls. Most of the toys are girly.
That's bullshit. I would have carried a My Little Pony lunchbox just to encourage bullies.
Just to get like what Bruce Lee would wear.
Bruce Lee would wear his old school, yeah, because he was a kid walking around in modern China dressed like, yeah. Well, still not rock bottom. Let's scrape a little deeper into the true depravity. There's an entire subgroup within the Brony fandom known as cloppers. Cloppers are sexually attracted to the... I mean, you knew it was coming to this. Cloppers are sexually attracted to the ponies and either create or consume pony.
Cloppers.
The existence of highly explicit fan fiction, or clop fic, on platforms like Archive of Our Own provides undeniable evidence of this disturbing fandom. The content on these sites includes a range of disturbing themes with tags like, here they come, water sports, pony breeding, underage pony sex, and I'm not making this one up, scat G. Gospel truth, scat. You're telling me someone, a fully grown man with a pulse, sat down and typed out the words, Twilight Sparkle can't hold it in. Or he typed in My Little Pony scat G into his AI generator.
Yes.
You gotta be a special kind of broken to look at a children's cartoon and think, you know what that's missing? Coprophilia. Oh, it gets better. You have guys on Reddit, of course, claiming that fictional pony characters are their current girlfriends. One guy said Rainbow Dash was his partner, best friend, lifeline, hero, my everything, and that she's helped him overcome addiction. I'm not saying that's not a choice, but I am saying your Alcoholics Anonymous sponsor is talking cartoon horse. Maybe you're not really fully sober yet. One Reddit user on the subreddit My Little Pony described finding a waifu, hey, that's a Japanese wife, a waifu, in the character of Miss Harshwini, with a friend pointing out that she would be a fantastic pairing with their pony sona. The user imagines hanging out with the character and has a supportive message from her in their locker at work.
An adult.
With a job. Another post on a different subreddit, subreddit Creepy PMs, shared a message from a person who believed he was engaged to the character Twilight Sparkle. He sent an angry message to a fan artist demanding they stop drawing pornographic fan art of his fiancée. That's great.
I feel like if somebody was like uploading like filthy pictures of your wife or something, except it's a cartoon
It's
character.
a fake character. It's like when Hinckley, the guy who shot Reagan, thought that Jodie Foster was talking to him through his TV, and he would get mad. Why is she on TV with that other actor? Hey, that's my girlfriend! Other users have posted images they've created of themselves and their significant others as ponies, a practice sometimes referred to as drawing their pony sona. In one instance, a user's girlfriend drew them both as ponies, and in another, a user created pony versions of themselves with their pony girlfriend in different romantic poses together. I think it's mostly donkey style, right? Not doggy, donkey, because they're closer to donkeys. Sometimes the fandom goes too far. Really, Charles? But other times, even when the fandom is more ordinary, the show itself is the subject of controversy, and in some countries, even problematic. In February 2024, Mi Amore, Mi Little Pony convention in Moscow was shut down by the cops. Crap. Police were investigating complaints about alleged LGBT propaganda and adult content for minors and general horror and darkness. The raid follows Russia's Supreme Court decision in November of 2023 that labels International LGBT Social Movement as an extremist organization. The show itself has already received an 18+ rating. Oh my god, My Little Pony is rated M for mature on the Russian movie database known as Kinopoyosik, with some speculating it was due to the character Rainbow Dash, whose multicolored mane resembles an LGBT pride flag. Fuck that up.
You have like a public viewing and it's labeled as dark and horror and
I mean, it is horrible. Have you ever tried to sit through an episode of this shit? I did, when the girls were like 4 years old. Not since then.
is it horrible?
Yeah, it's a kid's show. It's exactly what you think it was. Well, some speculating it was due to the character Rainbow Dash, whose multicolored mane resembles an LGBT pride flag. Although police found no illegal activity at the convention, organizers closed the event anyway to avoid further complications. Like your pony sex, you must go now.
Kind of show it was literally a thing for kids.
Yeah. But they turned it into something horrible.
The children must go.
You will not do donkey style. In the land of Putin, a place that doesn't take kindly to anything that deviates from the norm, looked at a group of bronies and said, nah man, this is fucked up. This some general horror and darkness shit here. The Russian authorities were so grossed out they just said, just assume they're doing something illegal. Yes, bronies. The Brony fandom at its peak was estimated at, oh boy, over 12 million people worldwide. But a lot of that seems to be concentrated in a core group that's just kind of out there. The kind of people who have to hide their hobby, or as the research says, practice distancing to avoid the social stigma. Yeah, no fucking shit, I'd be hiding it too. So you've got...
Don't open that door!
No, I wasn't! You got the collectors, the creeps, the cloppers, and the Russian cops saying you're an affront to God. Civilization peaked, and now we're just speedrunning stupidity with pastel-colored horses. Jesus, man. There's your daily dose of disappointment. Thank you for wasting your time with us. Listen, don't forget to like, subscribe, tell your friends, partners, and your partners' partners that we all said hi. And we'll see you in the next one or something.
Tell your ponies to watch the show.
Oh, do we really want the bronies?
We could have a few.
I guess if they click subscribe, they can do their donkey style in the comment section or some shit.